We have
Hi,
Ani
is
here.
this Oni?
It's Ani, I guess.
It's Ani.
Ani, how's it going?
It's good. I'm sorry. I'm very nervous
No,
right now.
don't be.
Yeah, I smoked a bunch of weed, so
Oh shit.
You heard his song. It was like a siren
boy.
call.
I want to do porn, but my boyfriend says no way.
no. All right.
Okay, wait. Oni. All right.
How you doing, Oni?
So-
What's going on?
Ani.
Ani.
I'm trying to find. So how?
She's right here. We can just ask her.
Yeah. How old are you? Where do you live?
am-
Or don't tell me where you live. Just tell me how old. Are
What's
you?
your social
Yeah,
security number?
That's fucked.
Yeah. here.
No, so I'm 20. Yeah, I started doing OnlyFans 2 years ago, literally like right when I turned 18, because I was like, fuck it. Like I wasn't feeling like I had much to live for. And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna live long anyway. Let's do this.
Sure.
Okay.
But
Have you been successful on OnlyFans?
yeah, I've made enough to quit my job, and I worked at a bank. Like
So that's kind of awesome, right? Because that's what the dream in a lot of ways, to be self-employed. How much are you pulling in a month, may I ask?
I don't want to talk about it just in case any of my I have my subscriber count. I have certain things turned off so people don't figure out who I am.
So what's the sort of issue with the boyfriend?
Okay, so the issue with the boyfriend is I am at a dilemma of if I should ask him to do like a video with me. Because I don't know, he said very conflicting things to me about my OnlyFans. So he thinks it's cool that like I can make my own money and do like I have plenty of free time to help him out with just random shit that he needs done. And it's just I don't know. And then sometimes he talks like weirdly about women. He's like, "Oh yeah, all those girls are, you know, some type of way." And so I'm not really sure if he's like into the OnlyFans thing or if he's just down because of the money or
What have you had like a conversation with him where he like expressly said anything or anything like that?
No, but he's I don't know.
Let me
I don't
ask
know,
you
maybe I'm
this.
just
Let me
scared.
ask you this. How long have you guys been together?
We have been together 2 years.
So were you dating him when you started the OnlyFans or after?
After I started the OnlyFans, I started dating him. It was kind of at similar times, but the OnlyFans came first, and I told him about it, and he was kind of like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to date an OnlyFans girl," like blah blah blah. And yeah.
How
So
long ago did he say that?
That was at the very beginning of our relationship, and we were sitting in an IHOP.
So he told you he didn't but you guys have been dating for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
mean, has it been like a point of content? I mean, this is your job, so I assume you're talking about it all the time. I assume the nature that you do OnlyFans is in your guy. You guys, it's brought up.
Yeah, it gets brought up, but he always seems really weird about it. Like he doesn't want to see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Really?
How does
Like,
that make you? How does his feelings about your OnlyFans make you feel?
Well, honestly, I'm glad that he doesn't want to see what I'm doing because on one hand, I can see like it's weird for him because it's like for other guys, but at the same time, they're just paying customers, so I don't know what the big deal is, and I've offered to give him just like a free account because I can do that.
I mean, I do the same thing here. I just don't show my dick. You know what I mean? I'm out here entertaining people. It's just my dick is in my pants. Is that a good enough?
We're grateful for that.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
no.
Okay, what kind of content are you making? Is it you're just taking nude pics, or are you like self-pleasuring? Is it graphic?
It's it's not too graphic. It's just like self stuff and like lewd. It started with like lewd pictures, like bikini pictures and stuff. Cause I know I have the vibe like, oh, I'm a young girl. I don't know what I'm doing. And I got like a shit ton of people like in the first month I started, and it blew my mind.
How'd they find
But
it?
so I have a TikTok, and one day, like I was just dicking around after high school and I started posting on TikTok. This was like right when COVID started, so I had too much time. And at some point I had 10,000 followers. And I was like, oh my God, that's mind blowing. Like, I'm sure everybody knows that type of feeling. So then I decided to start the OnlyFans, and I put it in my TikTok bio. Don't do that.
Yeah,
If anybody's
don't do
that.
watching,
Yeah,
do
bans.
not do that.
Well, would it be ideal if he was into the OnlyFans, or you prefer to just have your like separate universes?
Separate universes, but I don't want to hurt him in any way by not including him in everything in case that's what he wants. But he hasn't expressed any, like, I don't know. He just seems to have weird opinions on women who do stuff that I do. But at the same time, he's a very nice guy. Like, he's perfect. He's got a great dick. It would look good on camera. But yeah.
So the issue is not about like, oh, this OnlyFans thing is a point of contention in our relationship. It's just about whether or not you want to get him to show his dick on camera.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, hold on. When you say you want to start doing porn,
I don't mean with other people.
Just him.
Yeah, just him. He doesn't have to show his face because obviously in like most porn stuff, nobody wants to see the guy's face anyways. Like, I can say that I'm a girl. I watch a lot of gay stuff. But besides the point, I told him that I was going to unblock the state that we lived in, and he didn't seem to like that, which that's like
he's embarrassed.
A huge revenue.
He's embarrassed. He doesn't want people to know that his girlfriend does OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
And do
I
people
don't
know?
feel
Has
that.
anybody connected the dots with who you are and what you do in your life?
No, actually, I'm pretty open about it with like my friends and stuff.
Okay.
Like my family doesn't know except for my brother, and my brother clowns on me quite a bit for it, but that's what brothers do.
And do you think that you would be making substantially more money if you included your boyfriend in something like that?
I think I would, because I've had a lot of requests for like, some sloppy toppy vids.
What'd you say?
She said
Sloppy
sloppy
toppy.
toppy vids.
Oh, sloppy toppy.
Yeah.
Do you currently do sloppy toppy on like a fake one?
Well, I've had that request too, but that doesn't feel right. You're not going to get the same energy from the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
You need the authenticity.
Could be worth a try though.
Yeah, I guess it could.
I mean, I'm just giving you advice because my opinion is that this guy is not going to want to do this with you, based on what you're saying. In fact,
Cock.
yeah, that's just my prediction here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't
so-
sound like he's going to. I mean, look, if you guys have a close enough relationship, I mean,
You
ask,
yeah,
I guess,
right.
go for it. But I don't know. I'm still stuck on this whole thing of like, it sounds like he. I mean, I don't know. I don't know this guy, but it sounds like he has like a problem with what you do. Then that is a weird, like, contentious point, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around that because I mean, you guys have been going on for 2 years, and you sound like you're happy with him.
And the one important thing I do want to say is that he knew what you did from the very first day you guys started dating. This isn't something you foisted on him.
Yeah.
He knew this going in.
Yeah, I think because in the beginning of me doing OnlyFans, it was only like, cute little lingerie photos. And then I gradually started to expand, and I would send him pictures and stuff of what I was doing so he didn't feel left out, And now I'm worried that if I take like another big step, like even if that's doing like, I don't know, more graphic content, I'm worried if that would be an even bigger issue for him, because I have bigger goals for where I want to get in life, and I know what's going to get me the most money, but at the same time I love this guy, but I don't. Yeah, I'm just at a loss.
You know, obviously, you got to talk to him about all this. I think you really got to just ask him, like, do you approve of what I do for work?
Right.
Have you
This
ever asked
is,
him that?
I feel like there's like so much is like bubbling,
Not
and it's
been
like,
said.
just
Yeah.
can we have the conversation of like, hey, what's going on? You're saying all these things
Like,
about
do you respect
people who do
my
OnlyFans,
job?
but like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys had a in-depth conversation about this stuff, because it seems like it's just like bubbling in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Have you had the conversation?
No. There's just a lot bubbling.
So
Yeah.
you
got to
have
bring
never-
it to the surface.
You have never asked him, do you respect, what do you think about my profession? Or you know what I mean? You never asked him that?
I've never asked him that, but I've asked, like, hey, what do you think about me posting something like this? And he tries to give me his opinion, but he leaves it more of to like, like if I wanted to post a nude, I'd be like, hey, what do you think of this? Do you think I should post it? And it's just he would give me, like, his body language would say no, but his like words would say, so I think he's uncomfortable with it, but his words are telling me the opposite, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, I think there's so much like assuming going on. We're talking about his body language. Like I mean, you've been dating the guy
know.
for 2 years. You know, you just have a conversation about it.
I'm fucking nuts. Am
Here's
I
what you got to
nuts?
do. Ask him, do you respect my profession? Let's just figure it out.
Yeah.
And then
I think-
ask him, if he says no, sorry, I have ice in my mouth.
Love that.
I had ice in my mouth.
Oh, okay.
If he says no, then you kind of have a problem you guys got to work out. If he says yes, then you can move on to the plan B. Can
Hell
I suck
yeah.
your dick on camera?
What does he do?
And I'm assuming there's going to be a nice little bit of money in that for him potentially too.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if I did get that far, I'm not even sure what I would compensate him. I'm not sure how to split that divide, and I don't want to end up in like a 5% issue.
Yeah.
What does he do for a living?
He takes that 5%.
How the fuck did he do that so
My
fast?
dream.
He's the best in the game.
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah, Zach's great. But yeah, no, my boyfriend, he has a normal job. I'm not gonna give too many details.
Does he make a lot of money?
Um,
What's his income?
So he where he's currently like working full time, I don't think it's great. He has good health insurance though, which is good for him, I guess.
What's he doing? Like 50, 60,000? What range are we in?
So his current job is probably like 35, but then he has some property that he rents. Yeah. So it's a property that he rents. He's good. He makes probably like 60.
So he's a landlord.
He's a landlord.
How's
too.
he a landlord
Yeah,
that makes
so-
35K?
Two
Wait, I wanna
controversial occupations.
That's
Yeah,
right too,
talk about
baby.
landlord. I don't.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. How did he afford to buy an apartment with that income?
He just got lucky. I don't know. He didn't do a whole lot in his 20s, and he just saved like a bunch of money up. And it's like in the very past few years that he's
Yeah, I mean, he's already
able to
fucking
do that.
people over. He's just not doing it on camera. So, but I guess my point, this is interesting. So he makes about 35K. You probably, based on what I understand of how well you're doing, could easily compensate him that much for participating in your videos?
Yeah.
Would you pay him something like 10,000 a month, or is that too much for you?
I would fucking love to do that. Honestly, like, I want to take care of this man, but I feel like it comes off like real weird sometimes.
Just tell him, bro, because this man is making 35,000 a year.
Sure.
If you approach him like, I want to pay you $10,000 a month,
Right, if he sees it as a business.
all you got to
opportunity.
do is, participate with
Let me
me,
suck your dick. Yeah, like.
and then maybe he can set some ground rules like, I don't want to do this, I can do this. He can cover his face and all this. To me, I mean, listen, That sounds pretty dope. How old is he?
That's what I'm thinking. Nobody come for him in the comments, okay? I made this decision. I went after this man. He is
brother.
32.
And you're 20?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but this guy's a 32-year-old dating an OnlyFans model and then like being secretly judgmental.
And makes $35K a year and is a landlord.
Dude, this guy is going nowhere.
What attracted you to him? What is keeping you wanting to be in the relationship?
Well, he's kind. He's driven. No. So he has his job and then he has his rental property. And I know we fucking hate landlords, but he takes care of his tenants.
That's just a joke. I'm sure you can be a good landlord.
It's $800 a month per unit. Like, it's nothing crazy. But
well, let me ask you this. Let's say you guys had this conversation where you asked him if, do you respect my profession, and you kind of got to the bottom of the things that you wanted to get to the bottom to. Is there something that he could say or information he could reveal about how he feels about you that would change your opinion on the relationship?
Honestly, I think it's going to be if he doesn't respect what I do. That's probably just going to have to be it, because I don't want to waste any more of this man's time. He's going to be 40 soon.
Well, I thought you said he was 32.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
soon.
I said what I said.
So is he going to be 40 soon, or is he 32?
8 years is soon.
He's 32.
32 is almost 40. Yeah.
In what
That's
world
we
is
say.
32 almost
I mean, that's why we always
40?
say you're almost 50.
Okay, you're almost
42.
30 then.
You're 42. You're basically
Do you
50
feel like
years
you're
old.
almost 30?
Yeah.
No, you don't. So stop it, ageist. Shame on you.
No, I feel dead inside, but
So are you kind of the provider in this relationship? It sounds like you make a lot more money than him. When you guys go out to dinner, do you pay?
I try to pay when I can. He pays when he can. I usually try to pay because we don't go out a whole lot, and when we do, it's like, ooh, it's my little treat.
Would you order
Like, let's
out?
go.
Would you spend money?
Yeah, we go to restaurants and stuff. We get fun.
Do you pay for that stuff?
Yeah, sometimes we try to split it pretty evenly, but I don't know.
As a
Like, I wanna
percentage, as based on a percentage, how often do you pay for it?
I'd probably say 50%.
Oh, well, that's great. The guy, then that's awesome.
What do you like? Have you ever been in a relationship before this one?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
What do you feel like you're getting out of this arrangement?
He's got a nice dick, didn't you hear?
Sure, I forgot about that.
But honestly, let's get real. How would I know? No previous relationships. Yeah.
But he took your virginity?
Yeah.
Whoa, this is interesting.
Well, okay. Let me put it into perspective.
Dan says get out. Dan is saying get
out. I mean, do what you're gonna do. I mean, it's deeply personal, but
yeah,
yeah,
I know.
2 years, she said.
How'd you meet this old guy? Where'd you meet him, at the fucking hospice?
No, I met him. We both worked at the same restaurant.
Yo, bro, I met this high school girl that was hot as
this guy,
fuck tonight.
This guy fucking sucks.
Yo, that
was he a
explains
manager? Well, what
so
was
much.
what was his role?
No, he was my coworker. We had the same like job title and everything, and I thought he was like maybe like 25. Like, he looks very young for
What's her name again?
It's kind of hard.
Ani, listen. Look, I think to be in a relationship with someone, it's a whole thing. It's a large part of your life, and you should be with someone ideally who, accepts what you do and is okay with it. And look, I'm not gonna tell you what. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. None of us can tell you what to do. But just, I hope that you're thinking about these things and whether or not they serve you and what you're kind of getting out of it in terms of your life.
Listen, if my significant other was doing OnlyFans primarily, I would want to see that what she's doing, because if you have a good partner, they're going to care about what you do and want to have input for you and be involved, right? To encourage you or to give you feedback, to support you. So the fact that he's just totally disinterested to me is a red flag, right? And not all and listen, not all guys are well suited to be the significant other of someone who's in your field. Not all guys are well suited for that.
I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I think being being so young and having a significant other. I mean, especially, I mean, you started dating him when you were 18. Yeah, I mean,
dude.
if you had like,
how well into 18 were you before when you?
Got it. Okay, I got jokes. Okay, well, not really jokes. Fucking 10 days. My birthday's the 5th, the 15th. Yeah, let's go.
You know that's fucked up, right? You know that's fucked up, right?
Yeah, a little.
Listen, Matt. It bothers. Like, you haven't even had time to like be alone and fucking look at stuff.
That's R. Kelly.
Ah.
People on stage. Whoa. This man, 10 days after your 18th birthday. Girl, you know that's fucked up, right?
Also, you're going to mature past him so soon. Like,
so true,
the
Queen.
fact that he is in the maturity space that you are, or you were when you were that young.
So true.
You're gonna outage him very soon.
So true.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like ripping off a Band-Aid, because I've started to like not build a life, because you're right, I'm too young, but like I've moved into a house with him. Like, we got a lot going on, and
you moved in with this guy.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
hold on. Did you move into his place, or you went and got a new place?
to his place, and then he bought a house, and we moved into that.
How's this motherfucker?
So he's
buying
your
houses?
landlord.
I don't understand. This is not adding up. This man makes $35K. How is he buying houses? He bought an apartment and now a house. What's going on here?
He saves. He's just saves his money.
I guess
He's
you
very
can save that much
frugal.
money when you're old as shit.
Oh my God, he's not old. Chill out, man.
Well,
Old man.
I'm older than
Old
him,
man.
so. But I'm not dating an 18-year-old either. My wife is 2 years younger than me.
Tell me again what you said. You feel like you're getting.
You're
out
the
of
victim.
relationship.
It's not your fault.
Tell us again what you feel like you're getting out of the relationship.
I feel like I have somebody that, I don't know, loves for me and cares in some aspect for me.
Okay.
You know?
Do you like when
Dude, he practically adopted you?
When you think about like yourself, like do you have a good like self confidence, respect, image? Or do you have a healthy relationship with yourself?
Yeah, I have a healthy relationship with myself. But I, probably what put me in this situation, and this is going to go into a daddy issue situation. You want to know how old my father is?
Sure.
38.
How old?
He's 8.
38.
That's pretty wild.
But your dad's 38? Whoa. So he had you when he was 18. So yeah. So wait, so he's very close to your dad's age. That is interesting. So do you like older men in general, or did you just happen to get involved with this guy?
Well, I do, but lately I've started to think about it, and it's like, what if I want to, be able to like successfully grow old with someone to like completion, like, die together instead of him dying like, I don't know.
Why?
10,
But you're
15
so
years
you shouldn't be
before me.
thinking right now about who you're gonna die with.
You're 20. You got lots of time.
You're young and you're rich, dude. It sounds like it's awesome.
Look, I feel like here's the thing: is nobody can tell you what to do. But
break up with him. I'm telling you. Hey, let me ask you this: you live with him?
I'm gonna tell my grandma you said that.
What's your grandma think about all
How
this?
old's your grandma? Fucking the 29.
Oh, my grandma's 61, and she knows that I love this podcast. She thinks I can text you guys. Like,
That's
she's
awesome.
not. She's like, will you tell Ethan and Ela this? And I'm like,
Aw,
okay.
I love her.
What's your grandma make of this whole situation?
Well, she doesn't know what I do, and she
Okay.
doesn't know about the inner conflict I'm having, because I
Okay.
don't want to tell her what I'm doing. So,
Okay, so I have questions. So you moved into his home. Are you paying him rent?
Hear me?
Can you hear me? I think he cut your power.
Ani?
Ani?
You still there? She's still in the channel.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Do you pay this guy rent?
So we can't hear you. I don't know if it's a reception thing or we could hear you. Now we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oni, do you pay this guy rent?
My AirPods died, but yeah, I pay.
You pay him rent.
Well,
It's a loan.
How much by percentage do you pay of the rent?
Well, it's like we go in together, but I give him $1,000 every month.
And how much is his mortgage?
I want to say it's 1,800.
Girl, you
Paying more than half his mortgage.
You. Dude, you're paying his mortgage.
Big difference is
This guy
how you pay
this
it
guy
back.
sucks, dude. You're literally paying for his house. Is your name on that deed?
No.
No.
Time to go.
You're getting
Yeah, I think
played
it's-
a little bit there.
I
How
know.
is it, but like, how was he? Just imagine, like, if he's okay with you paying $1,000 of an $1,800 mortgage. I mean, that's pretty slimy.
Yeah, I've
Right.
got some things to think about, but I'm gonna let you go because Dan wants to pull the plug, and
No, he
so
doesn't.
No, I don't.
No.
Not at all.
Listen, if I wanted out, I would have.
No,
I just-
Ethan's the one that always
Oni,
wants to hang up on
I just
people.
kind of wanted an out.
Oh, you want to leave?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you.
Got it.
Well, if you want to, I was gonna ask because you said you had some things to think about, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
It sounds to me like because you keep what you do kind of close to your chest, like, is this one of your first times kind of talking about this aloud, and then what are you now thinking about as you have done that?
Yeah, this is definitely the first time on like such a big fucking like I've.
Okay. And so I
I'm
guess
feeling-
before we go, what do you feel like you have to think about?
I have to think about if my boyfriend respects my job.
Okay.
Generally, if he respects me, how serious he sees the future with us.
Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't really like. He's weird on marriage, so.
Listen, I don't want to keep you if you're uncomfortable. So.
No. I'm not uncomfortable, Ethan. I'm not. I really have to pee. Like really, really, really bad.
Okay, go pee.
Oh well, I'll wait for you if it's just that.
How bad do you have to pee
Okay.
right now?
Why don't you bring it?
It's so bad.
Yeah, go pee. I do that too
Okay.
during the
a
show.
pause to pee.
I'm so sorry.
Go. It's fine.
Go for it.
You're good.
Okay.
So this is, you know what's interesting is she goes,
Yeah, sure.
when she brought her boyfriend up, she knew it was a Pandora's box. So she goes, don't hate him, but he's 32.
She
knew
she
where this
knows.
this-
But I feel bad because it seems like she has nobody that she's talking about it to besides this fucking
'cause she's
podcast.
so private about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seems like as she's talking about it, she's thinking about it.
Can you believe she's paying more than half of the fucking mortgage?
I
Pretty wild.
this is maybe reading way too far into it, but my read on that is like his whole wishy-washiness about, like, it sounds like he's not really comfortable with it at all.
He just
But
Ooh, because he doesn't want her to get financially.
exactly,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
mooching off of her,
Yeah.
so he's not okay with what she does, but he likes the money.
Yeah.
That's kind of my read on everything she laid out.
Yeah.
But what a scumbag to stay with someone you don't respect. for
Yeah, no,
money.
it's not good. It's not good. I think.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. For a
You're back.
second, I thought I was just watching the podcast.
Yeah, you're high, right? We
Yeah.
love that for you. So we're kind of. Oh, were you listening to us then? If you were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. You're 20, so I think that as time goes on, when this relationship is in the rearview mirror, because I don't think there's any way this lasts. In fact,
Yeah.
I think you'll look back and see just how fucked up it was with time.
Yeah.
I think you
I'm
gotta.
just-
Yeah, dude, that sucks, man. That sucks.
Well, you say you're just what? What are you feeling and thinking?
I I think we've got to the root of this issue, guys. I think it's a self-esteem issue, which I know sounds very contradictory to the like
Doesn't sound contradictory
OnlyFans
at all.
thing. But it's like nobody's gonna love me besides him, like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we were always. That's why I feel like we were getting at that. Like, you know, if
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, what are you getting at? What are you getting out of this? Because obviously you feel like you're getting something out of it, or else you wouldn't be there. So it's like, okay, what are you getting out of this?
Well,
And then if we get to the bottom of that, like, what's a better way to more sustainable, long-term, self-involved way of achieving that without, you know, fucking
but you're
paying
only
this guy's
20.
mortgage?
Why are you so worried about like being loved? Is it a daddy? I guess a daddy thing potentially.
I haven't had like a really stable like home life. I moved schools like every year up until high school.
I see.
Like I just haven't had a whole lot going on for me. So it's like the first person that really showed serious interest in me, and I don't want to lose that because it was hard to
see.
find.
Well, you found it 10 days after turning 18. Was it that hard? As far as time goes, I think you like got it like almost immediately.
That is an excellent point, Ethan.
You know what I mean? Like, you sound like a catch.
Aw.
You sound very sweet. I'm sure you're beautiful. You're making a lot of money. You know, there's guys, lots of guys who will respect what you're doing and love you for who you are.
Well, forgetting about like guys for a second. I mean, if you really feel like you have like a, you know, nobody will love me unless if I love myself thing, like, you know, I mean, you're like still walking that path of getting like internal self-validation and shit. So, I mean, that's way more important than like finding somebody who will love you, you know?
Yeah, I've been dealing with like that feeling for a long time too, and like so I've been watching the podcast forever, and my one thing was like I want a relationship like Ethan and Hila, because you guys, I don't know, you're like yin and yang, like you're all together, like you're the perfect couple in my eyes, even if you're not perfect, you know.
Well, we are perfect, so I'm gonna stop you there.
Okay. All right, never mind. Correct the record.
Yeah, okay, but so, well, right off the bat, if you want to use my relationship with Hila as an archetype, I have a ton of respect for what Hila does, and I want to be invested in everything she does. You know what I mean? Also, there's like a super high level of communication between us. Like we know how we feel about everything.
Yeah.
So that's something important. That I think you got to take the lead on just to figure out like what's really going on here. Second of all, I get the feeling you live in a small town somewhere because I mean you have an $1,800 mortgage for a house, right? Dude, fucking move to a big city, girl. You got money. You like get out there. You're young. You know what I mean? Like life exists outside whatever small town you're living in, and it's awesome. It's exciting.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, and there's so many cool people to meet. You know, just go. You know, get out there, man.
We are young.
Yeah.
We are older.
Yeah, I hate the idea that you know this guy is like holding you back in some way from figuring out who you are. You know.
Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah, and I want to sit down and explain that to him, but I don't want to make him feel bad. But
This is a fully grown man, dude.
Look, here's the thing. If you don't want to make him feel bad, you don't have to come at this from a place of fuck you. You know, this is just you making a decision with your own life. You know, it has nothing even really to do with him. So you don't have to worry about making him feel bad.
Here's what I want you to do. Tonight, sit down and say, I want to have a conversation. How do you feel about what I'm doing professionally? That's going to open a Pandora's box, I think, because I have a bad feeling he's going to say. Also, I think it's worth saying, you know, listen, oh, God, this is all so bad, you know, with the rent thing. Shit, I don't know, man.
Tonight.
I think you just got to talk to him. But first of all, ask him if he respects you as your as a professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I I don't know. I feel all right. Definitely gonna smoke some more after this.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this took a turn for you because you just wanted to say, "How do I ask him to do porn?" But actually, the issues are way deeper than that.
Yeah, you were right when you said there was gonna be some interpersonal issues with this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless you guys have more questions, that's about all I gotta say.
Is he home right now?
No, he's at work.
He's at work.
What is where is at work for him? If he's a landlord.
He does
You don't have to say. You don't have to
yeah.
say.
she was-
He has a
sorry.
day.
Sorry,
He has a day job, and he's a.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to say before we go, Olie?
No, just love the show. Keep up the good work, Ethan. Please don't get canceled again.
I can't promise that. Do you want to promote your page?
Oh, I don't know if I want to because I gave you my government name.
Oh, right.
So yeah.
So let's not do it then.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
All righty, girl. You're gonna be fine. You're 20. I know everything feels like it's probably everything feels so serious and bad, and it is, right? It's serious, but
Yeah.
you're 20. You're young. You're making money. You got it all. Forget about it, huh?
Yeah.
And you're very lovable. I
Aw,
promise.
thank you.
Yeah. Olivia says you're lovable.
We love Olivia.
We love you.
Aw.
Yeah, and if it's any consolation, I'm sure there's at least a few guys out there who will gladly be for you to pay them to suck their dicks.
Thank
More
you,
than
Ethan.
a couple. More than a couple, I'd say.
Seems like an easy sell.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Anik.
Close the trunk.